Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Chubby wanted for murder in Trelawney. Detectives assigned to the Falmouth Criminal Investigations Branch on Tuesday named a man who is reportedly wanted for murder in Trelawney. He is Akim Free, otherwise called Chubby, of Peel Street, Falmouth and Hague in the parish. Frame is wanted for the murder of Kemar Williams, otherwise called Kenny, which was committed on Monday, July 31st this year. Investigators are encouraging anyone with information that can assist the police in locating Frame to contact the Falmouth Police at 876-954-3271, Police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. Taxi operator accused of raping female passenger in St. Mary. A 33-year-old taxi operator has been charged with rape after he allegedly sexually assaulted a female passenger in Pear Tree Grove, St. Mary in April. Charge is Martel Hermit, otherwise called Jojo, of Palmetto Grove, Guys Hill, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 9:40 p.m., whilst traveling, an argument developed between Hermit and the woman and he stopped the vehicle. It is reported that he brought the woman to another location, rendered her unconscious and sexually assaulted her. A report was made to the police. He turned himself into the police on Monday, September 18, where he was charged for the offense. Fisherman charged with 2 of 5 murders of St. Anne's homeless. A fisherman was on Tuesday charged with 2 of 5 murders of homeless people in Ocharias area since the start of the year. The accused, Richard Belnavis, 45, has been slapped with 2 counts of wounding with intent and 1 count of unlawful wounding. He was arrested and charged for the July 23rd murder of Junior Hay, who was killed at Buckfield Playfield Community Center. Belnavis has also been charged for the April 10th slaying of an unidentified man who was attacked at a plaza. Both incidents occurred in Ochare, St. Anne. In addition, he was charged for wounding 60-year-old Felisa Hyatt and Howard Garden, 64, both from Buckfield in Ocharias. Belnavis lived in both Buckfield and the Paggy section of Port Maria in St. Mary. The police said they are still investigating and gathering necessary evidence to lay additional charges against him. They have reassured residents of St. Anne that they are working tirelessly to maintain public order in the parish. Last week, Commanding Officer for the St. Anne Police Division, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, announced that a man had been taken into custody for the killings. Most of the victims of these crimes were mentally challenged and considered street people. As a result of intensive investigations carried out by detectives assigned to the Oakrest police station, the suspect was tracked down and arrested in the parish on Thursday, September 14, SSP Philip then said, and he promised to provide further updates. Measures in place for payment of new teachers in September, says Williams. The Ministry of Education and Youth has implemented measures to ensure that new teachers are paid in the month of September. A total of 1,155 new teachers have joined the education sector. Portfolio Minister Favor Williams said that under normal circumstances for a teacher to be paid in a particular month, the employment documents must be submitted by the last day of the previous month. For example, to be paid in September, all relevant employment documents must be submitted to the ministry by the last working day in the month of August. However, given that many of the new teachers were employed this month, the ministry extended the deadline for submission to September 12 and deployed the accounting staff to work overtime and on weekends to process the submission, she explained. The minister was speaking in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. She informed that the ministry received files for 782 new teachers and or before September 12 deadline. Of that total, 624 were processed, yet 158 were deemed incomplete because they did not meet the required standard to enable payment. In addition, 373 new teachers files were submitted after the extended deadline. Given the importance of salary payment to our teachers, the ministry will do an out-of-cycle payroll during the last week of September to ensure that the 373 new teachers' files that were received late after September 12, the 158 new teachers with incomplete files, and any other submission that were sent to the ministry by September 25th are processed once all required payments documents are submitted, Williams told the House. The Accountant General Department also confirmed that the payroll process has begun with $2 billion already released into the accounts of the bursar-paid schools, which are those high schools that pay teachers directly. There is an all-hands-on-deck effort to ensure salary payments for all teachers, including new teachers, for this month, despite the short period the school has to recruit and hire new teachers, Williams stated. Meanwhile, the Education Minister told the House that there was a sudden resignation of scores of teachers, especially in the week before back to school, even though the Education Act and regulation call for permanent teachers to give 3 months' notice, and for those who are temporary, the resignation notice period is 1 month. In some cases, resignation letters were dated the same day as the effective date of resignation. While we cannot stop teachers from making their personal decisions to resign, we ask for observation of the law, Williams stated. Jurors no-show stalled Beachy Stout murder trial. Just 2 days into the murder trial of businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald and his co-accused Oscar Barnes in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston on Tuesday, the sitting has run into jury problems. At least 3 jurors who were selected for the trial had reported challenges, while the trial stalled Tuesday when defense lawyer, prosecutions, and journalists waited hours for one of 7 jurors to arrive in court. That juror failed to show up. When the High Court Chester Stamp arrived in court to preside over the case, he was told that juror number 4 was absent, which made it difficult for him to proceed with the matter. Justice Stamp stood the matter down until 2 p.m. However, the jury foreman indicated that, based on what was communicated to him, juror number 4 would not be present in court at all on Tuesday. The judge set the matter down to resume at 10 a.m. today. Justice Stamp inquired about the whereabouts of the juror and was told that he had written a letter to the court registrar indicating that he had financial constraints and could no longer participate in the process. A very composed Stamp said the juror must obey the law and carry out their duties as stipulated by legislation. At the same time, the judge said, "I do not know the severity of his constraints, so I do not want to prejudge." Following that statement, Justice Stamp ordered that checks be made to find out what was preventing juror from appearing in court and how his financial issues could be alleviated so he can attend court. McDonald and his co-accused Barnes are being tried for the July 20, 2020 murder of Tonian McDonald. The partially burnt body of Tonian, wife of McDonald, was found slumped beside her red motor vehicle at the Sherwood Forest Main Road in Portland with her throat slashed. The first witness in the case, who said on Monday that he had been like that a son to Everton, claimed that shortly after Tonian's murder, her husband started saying that his wife has been unfaithful and that she was responsible for more than $30 million going missing from a wholesale business he operated. The witness said that the day after the killing, the wholesale was open for business as if nothing had happened the day before. "We opened the shop the next day after she died. He came there, but just went upstairs. He was cursing and said he didn't know where she found man and go kill her for herself," the witness told the court. The man claimed that Everton, who appeared normal, called 2 women into his office to check the books while bemoaning Tonian for making him lose more than $30 million. According to the witness, there was encouragement from Everton to Tonian, prompting her to play a more active role in his business. The witness claimed that after she received a scuffling, she started playing more than the boss role. Mr. Mark Everton told her to come to the shop and make herself useful. He said she is not supposed to just stay up at the house. The name she used to call me was Mandela. After the boss spoke to her, she started showing interest in the cashiers. She accepted me as Mr. Mark's right hand, the witness said on Monday. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification